So the first question that comes to mind in regards to Ray's family is why would they abandon her at 5 years old? Most opinions seem to favor the explanation that it was probably to protect her, which could be the case, but then the next question is, why would they leave her with an uncompassionate, dishonest thief? I'm talking about Unkar Plutt. We see how Plutt has no affection toward Ray, and we see how he is kind of stingy with his trades. We also know that Plutt stole the Millennium Falcon, albeit from another thief, but still. Plutt even tried to steal BB-8 from Ray herself. You might think that perhaps Plutt and Ray have kind of a Watto and Anakin relationship, where Plutt is hard and tough toward Ray, but still has a soft spot for her. After all, Ray is familiar with the work Plutt has done on the Millennium Falcon, and she has at least discussed it with him, and it feels like maybe she's even worked on it with him. But that really isn't the case with their relationship. So there's actually a scene in the novelization of The Force Awakens. In this scene, Unkar Plutt tracks the Falcon to Maz Kanata's castle, and he confronts Rey there, and Rey actually attempts to shoot Plutt in the face, not realizing that the safety is on. And then Plutt shows Rey where the safety is on the blaster, and then Chewie steps in and actually rips Unkar Plutt's arm off. I wonder if that'll be like a deleted scene on the Blu-ray. What it does do is it shows that Rey and Unkar Plutt do not care for each other in the slightest. Rey was willing to shoot Plutt in the face. It's obvious that Plutt was no guardian to Rey. If anything, he was a potential threat to her and her safety. So leaving Rey with Unkar Plutt seems actually very unsafe. I mean, Plutt seems like the kind of guy that would surely sell off Rey or her location in a heartbeat if he realized what or who she was. Some people have conjectured that perhaps the nearby presence at the settlement of Tuanul of Lor San Tekka, who was a member of the Church of the Force and apparently a friend of Princess Leia, might mean that he was keeping an eye on Rey all these years, similar to Obi-Wan Kenobi exiling himself on Tatooine in order to be close to Luke. But there's no evidence to support this idea, really. We don't know how long Tekka has been on Jakku, and Tekka himself says that he has traveled a lot. Some would point out that it's too much of a coincidence that he's on Jakku, kind of near where Rey is. But it seems to me that Lor San Tekka stationed himself on Jakku, probably because there was already a Church of the Force colony there before Rey was ever even there. He also may have gone to Jakku in order to try to locate the map to the First Jedi Temple within the wreckage, a map which we learned was originally in possession of the Empire. I mean, Lucasfilm in future films or books could reveal that Tekka was watching over Rey on Jakku, but as things are now, there really is no reason to believe that that was the case. So really, as far as we know, Rey was left with no guardian on a barren wasteland of a planet. Whether or not it was for protection, it still feels like neglect. I mean, Leia was hidden successfully from Vader, and she was raised by a loving, well-to-do, responsible adoptive parents. So why couldn't they do something like that to protect Rey? And what does that mean for Rey? Well, to me it means one of two things. Either Rey's family member who left her on Jakku was irresponsible, neglectful, or just a plain bad parent, or it means that they were under extreme duress and had absolutely no time to do anything else but leave Rey with Unkar Plutt. Kind of like in the movie Kung Fu Panda 2, where Poe's mother hides baby Poe in a vegetable cart because she really has no other choice, and she then draws her chasers away into the woods. Basically, Rey's family was perhaps being hunted or something like that, and their pursuers were hot on their heels, and there was no time for a better situation, so they left Rey at the nearest semi-suitable location and told her to wait there, planning on returning for her as soon as reasonably possible, but probably something happened that didn't allow that. Maybe they were captured or killed or whatever. In either case, bad family or dead family, it makes sense and justifies why Maz Kanata would say that they were never coming back for Rey.